Hi everyone, this is Melissa and we are so close to Christmas and I am having so much fun taking in all the Christmas evergreens and branches and twigs, and I thought it would be fun to create some art that we could incorporate into our Christmas gatherings. So I am making name cards and place cards and bookmarks out of topiaries, which I've really never noticed before. And it's just been so much fun to create these little works of art that take only a couple of minutes and that I can use, first of all, for fun, right? A fun way to create and spend some time in quiet, and then another way to just bless people with some really fun art. So let's paint together. Hi everyone. Well, Christmas is so close, right? It is just getting closer and closer. And so today we are going to be painting. I thought it'd be fun to paint something in the Christmas spirit, but small, right? And so if you maybe have people coming over, or maybe you are looking to add something personal to a gift, we were going to make a bookmark today and a place card. So what I did is I took a 4x6 piece of paper and just folded it in half, and I had seen these darling topiaries around town in Trader Joe's and whatnot, so I thought, okay, we are going to paint these really cute topiaries. So I've got some sap green, I've got some hooker's green here on my palette, and I am going to go ahead and start building out these really cute wreaths. I thought last week we did more of an abstract wreath. This week, a little bit more traditional. And I thought it would be fun to, again, I love it when we can create something, I call it functional art, I guess, if that makes sense, but something that you can utilize your wonderful love for creativity and your wonderful skills to bring in just an element of creativity and beauty into this season. And so maybe you want to play with some paint and you want to make your home beautiful. Maybe you have people coming over for a Christmas dinner or a gathering or a brunch, and you think it would be just nice to have something special for them to bring home, like a place card that can then double as a bookmark or just a memory of their time with you. My sister is coming, my youngest sister, I have two sisters and two brothers. My youngest sister is coming to visit me in New York in about 9 days. I'm so excited, but I am going to have a little area set up for her, and I wanted this to be here when she came. So I am just working my way around. We're going to add in some red, but again, we're not making it too fancy. I've got some leaves incorporated in this wreath, and I think it was Trader Joe's where I saw the first topiary wreath, but then I started seeing them all over the city. I don't know if this is a new thing. I don't know where I've been all my life that I just haven't seen this. Of course, I go onto Pinterest and I'm like, oh, this is a big thing. I'm afraid I'm not terribly trendy. So when there's trends, I a lot of times they bypass me. And then I either see something at a later date. A lot of times as I'm walking, I'm getting lots of ideas. And I don't know, there's just something about walking that is very inspiring to me, and it's been fun to see a lot of people decorating with evergreens. Every time I go out walking, there's something new to see, so I'm just dabbing on some red, and this is actually a cadmium deep red hue. It is like your fire engine red. It is Christmas red, so I am being careful that it doesn't get into the green. And I am going to then go ahead and bring in my brown, and isn't this pretty? Like, it's simple. There's not a lot there's not tons of detail. There's not tons of activity. It's pretty organized. Is not quite the right word, but it has a bit of an organized feel, doesn't it? I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to put a little brown in a few places where I can see some of the twigs. So I don't want a lot of, I'm not doing like a twiggy wreath like we did last wreath, but just a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit here. And then on my floor or my grounding area. Now here's the big question. Do we make the pot red? I think we're going to, because that just sounds fun, doesn't it? I think that just sounds fun. If that feels too much to you, you know, you can make a green pot would be great, but we're going to go ahead and we're just going to make this, we're just going to make it a Christmas red. We'll put some dirt in there too. And just, isn't that, you easily take an hour, and I bet we could get several done. So if you don't have too big of a group, what a fun way to relax and to create something fun and beautiful for your guests I'm going to go now too and add in a little bit of a twig right here. So I'll put that there, and then right here as well, just a little bit of a twig right there that fell off. I love the smell of pine, of Christmas trees. It's so nice. Okay, and then a little bit there. Now this is gonna pop up right over here. So I'm gonna move that over to the side a little bit and then bring this one front and center, making sure you can see that well too. You can. Perfect. And since I have some brown, I'm gonna go ahead here and we're gonna go ahead and just lay down our ground, our twigs, a little twiggy branch right here. This is my dear friend Chrislyn, and she, like me, loves books, so I'm going to send her this in a Christmas card. Okay, and then with these topiaries, I noticed what it almost looks like. It looks like it's like a bush or a tree that's just been very well manicured and cut. I really don't know a lot about topiaries, so what I'm going to do is I am going to almost treat it like a little tree in a bunch of leaves, and we're going to just kind of work our way around. And someone can correct me in the comments if I am wrong, but it reminds me of almost at Disneyland, all the animals shaped out of trees. No, yeah, animals shaped out of trees. I almost thought I said that backwards. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm using the hooker's green right now, and then I'm going to maybe just lay in a little bit of sap green. You could lay in a little bit of yellow too. The sap green is going to warm it up a little bit, and I'm going to make the pot for this one green, just to get a different look. And you notice I'm not really making like distinct leaf shapes. I'm just setting the paint down with the edge of my round brush, which is just fun to do. And again, it's like no pressure. It's no pressure creating, which I really love. Okay, and then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to create my cute little, I guess I should have had the top a little bit higher, pot here. And this again is a sap green, and it's a warmer green for sure. And I'm just going to add a tad bit of hookers to it, the hookers green. And this is just, it gives a totally different look, right, than the other one with the red pot. But very festive for sure. Add in these down here. Bring this down here. And then we have a bow on here as well. And I will go ahead and make that a nice red bow. But you can make it a blue, you can make it a yellow, you know, whatever maybe your theme is. I was browsing through Victoria magazine, and one of their features had like this beautiful green and then this azul, that beautiful blue that's a little bit softer and very elegant, and that was just a gorgeous color combination. So whatever you are feeling, how festive or how bright versus a little bit more subdued or refined, I'm going to add that here. And that's fun too. And those are both, there we are. I mean, right like that. You could do some splattering if you wanted to do some splattering around here. I could just do a little bit of like light splattering. I don't want to do too much because I love the way it looks as is. I'll just grab a little green, but there is a lot of white on this one. So that splattering will just help to soften it a bit. And then don't forget to grab some of the brown too. So just splatter it a bit around, but you don't have to for sure. And that looks super cute, super fun. I think these turned out darling. That was an exciting 8 minutes. 8 minutes. So for 2 of these. So for sure you could do a lot of these and stick them in your mail. Use them. I think they're going to be darling as a place card. So that's going to be super cute. All right, you guys, I will see you next week, or actually upcoming this weekend for the Advent video if you're watching that with me. So have a beautiful,